Hello, welcome to my Son de Fromp. Today I really need to write in my journal. So if you guys know what I mean, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope you're off to a great start. I think everything said I'm optimistic about this year. I think we all have to approach it differently this year. So, there's a lot of things that, that we could look back and say, hey, you know what? And there's a lot of things that are to be said about the state that not just the country, but societies in. I think as the situation unfolds regarding New Year's Eve, I think it comes a lot, what's to be said about, us as a whole, because when we suffer and we just lie and wait for the inevitable, people will come and take advantage. People will, they'll just grab and loot. They'll just find exactly what's left for them. It's, basically free for all, up for grabs, anything left, how they say, anything left not tied down, whatever is vulnerable around us, they're gonna pick up on that. So basically, we need to gather ourselves around our solidarity in bringing in this new year with positive vibrations, with a mature outlook, and basically, sticking to our guns on this one. We need to be 10 toes down right now. We need to stay grounded, and for what it's worth, we all need to be boots on the ground and being vigilant, being neighborly, being more community. Like I said, we need to continue building. It doesn't matter what our setbacks are. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was in London. There was a vehicle ramming when the new year was rang in. 2 were injured. So far, that's all I know about the situation. I don't have any other details. So I'll just kind of skip a space and fill it in if I have any more information. So that was New Year's Eve. So around 3:15, on Bourbon Street or Avenue in New Orleans, there was another vehicle ramming. A truck bypassed a squad unit blocking off entrance to the street. During after-hour celebrations. New Year's. Suspect. What was his name? I think it was Shamsuddin Jabbar. Ex-military personnel. Or I guess he was active duty. From Houston, Texas. Drove into the crowded street, killing 15. He exited the vehicle, shooting, hitting 2 officers. And police returned fire. He was neutralized. And a surveillance was scoured. Authorities learned more were involved. 4 suspects were seen. Helping plant similar IEDs, explosives, devices. Around the area. Similar to those police found inside the truck. Now, the suspects are at large. And they're slowly learning more about this what incident, identifying the victims, etc. But a 1 mile radius around Bourbon Street was taped off. And during the day, one device detonated. Authorities found his most recent address, and because he moved out, they had no qualms inspecting it anyway. Swarming the scene, finding one male inside. He surrendered and was apprehended immediately. So, at an Airbnb, in Louisiana, where he was staying, a fire had been put out. As authorities pieced together the clues that tied him to the arson, they moved in quickly, finding more explosives. Now, in another incident in Las Vegas, at a Trump Tower, a Tesla truck caught fire. This scene in viral video from surveillance the Tesla truck caught fire with suspect inside. the fire. Swallowed the truck. Fireworks inside the truck went off. And upon inspection, police found gas canisters and camping fuel canisters inside that quickly ignited, causing total loss. To the vehicle. Suicide bomber was left unidentifiable. And several injuries were also reported. In Queens, New York, at a nightclub, a fight broke out that led to shooting, gunfire that erupted, caused 11 injured during this chaos. They said some had even walked to the hospital. So this was New Year's Day. Now, Jay Burr, he is being investigated because he is considered an extremist. Is considered an extremist. So any information is being sought right now. The nightclub incident was not considered an act of terrorism. And authorities believe there not only know more about the incidents that were deemed national threat, but those suspected, involved, are being sought, as well as relevant information. So rest in peace to the victims, and I hope I answered a few of your questions. And I hope you guys don't take this lightly, what has occurred. This is a ongoing investigation. These are real threats to society. And like I said, it's kind of like a situation that was perfect for their agenda. And it's kind of I think the way things were set to take place, it was kind of the perfect scenario to ring in the new year and celebrate together as a whole. And that was the point of that night. That was the point of all these, celebrations, and, just the fact that we're able to keep it together. I think, we're kind of able to just kind of lean a little bit on each other, and that, in their eyes, should be something to fear, because we all know they're out there still. It's only a matter of time, we'll tell if the authorities catch up to them or not. Sometimes, they hit a cold case, and then, something happens, something else happens, and somebody starts talking, and just like that, the whole team gets taken down. They all get taken out. So it's just, kind of like a losing battle once it becomes exposed. But like I said, it has to be exposed, to the light of day, before we can thoroughly vet, this nation against the extremes, the biases and hate, and that era that should have been left in 2024. Like this video, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a happy new year. My son, Diffrump.